All right, Clint, let's jump in, talking some Georgia football here. Excited to have you along board, talking Dogs. If you're here, thank you so much for being here. If you just happen to stumble across us on YouTube, a lot of you I know are here, redirected from the newsletter. We send out a free newsletter each and every week to lots of people all around Dog Nation, talking about the Georgia Bulldogs, giving our thoughts, our feelings on that. And so there's a link in the description, but you can find that newsletter. Make sure that you're subscribed. It's absolutely free to you. Clint, last week, if people weren't here, we gave an all Kirby Smart Georgia offense. And I wouldn't say things got heated between there was mostly agreement between us.
But it's not heated, Daniel.
No. I'm here to tell you there's one position group and one player that if you don't name him today, things are going to get heated on the show today. That I feel, as I was reviewing this, going back, he may not be the top name on a lot of people's lists, but I'm here to tell you I've got a guy that's going to be on this team, and I'm going to fight for him, and I'm curious as to your thoughts about where he belongs in this all-time Kirby Smart defense. Clint, have there been any good players to play at Georgia on defense under Kirby Smart?
One could say, if you could, one might be able to say, hey, there is a plethora. And when I say plethora, I mean a cornucopia, if you will. It is just pouring out. An amuse-bouche.
A veritable
the defensive players under Kirby Smart that don't make this list.
Correct. Okay, go on.
Would compile another team's all-century team. Okay?
That is correct. So the people not on this list would hold the best college football teams of all time to 0 points. 0 points. Joe Burrow, LSU, 0 points. The people not on this list.
The backups to these guys. We're going to name corners who are all world under Kirby Smart. Maybe one of the names that Daniel is necessitating that I utter.
Yes. Just telling you, I feel feelings.
And we're not going to name others. Those corners would lock down Jamar Chase.
That is accurate. Listen, facts are facts. If they hurt your feelings, I apologize to you. But those are the facts. All right, Clint, let's get in. If you want to review the all-time Kirby Smart offense, keep in mind this is Kirby Smart coached players, okay? So players that played before Kirby Smart was the coach, they do not qualify for this team. We're not making any statements about how good they are in relation to these players. This is not a Mount Rushmore. This is not an all-time team. This is an all Kirby Smart team. Let's jump in, and we'll start right up front. Yes? Okay. Should we start with the defensive line, Clint?
Oh, my.
Okay. How many? I need to get out ahead of this. How many can I have on this team? On the team, how many do I get?
I'm going to give you 4.
I have a follow-up question. You've been more than generous. I have a follow-up question. Does Nolan Smith go here, or does he go there?
He goes there. He goes there.
So he goes there.
He goes there.
And you're telling me I only get 3 of them. Is that what you're telling me? That next we're going to go on to the linebackers, and I'm going to get 3, and Nolan Smith belongs in that conversation?
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
We may get into a fist fight later on the... Good night in heaven. Okay, I do not envy 10 minutes from now us.
We're going to... Some things are going to be said.
Okay. Let me start with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, who are
Done.
locks.
Done.
We got 4. They're locks. Okay? Locked up tight. All right. Let's now start to list some players that could go in the other 2 spots here. Who you got?
I was going to say, you said that, and then I was like, okay, is he going to go ahead and tell me?
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you.
This is Trayvon Walker.
Okay, he was the number 1 overall pick. Normally good.
Normally good.
Yeah.
You have to go,
okay.
You have to go
Trayvon.
Trayvon.
Yeah.
I think you have to also include in the conversation
We're just conversing here.
Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah.
Have to include him.
Must include.
I think you have to include, because this is not Nolan Smith. I think you have to include Mykel Williams.
Thank you. I was just I thought Mykel might get overlooked in there.
No.
But I think you have to include him. Mykel Williams. Boy, injuries, Clint. How crappy are injuries? I freaking hate the way that Mykel Williams' career at UGA played out.
Hate it.
Injuries.
Hate it.
Left and right, up and down. Could have been so much more. Still was an absolute beast on the defensive line. Mykel Williams, Devontae Wyatt, Trayvon Walker. Can I throw in a name that is just, it's personal to me, Clint? I don't think he's going to make the squad. But if we go through the episode and his name doesn't get mentioned, I'll feel things. Can I talk about Tyler Clark for a second, Clint?
You
Tyler Clark is a dude. That's just a dude that comes to work every single day and does his job and walks away, and the whole team is better because of what he brings to the defensive front. Tyler Clark was Devontae Wyatt and Jalen Carter before they were Jalen Carter, right? I'm not saying he's as good as Jalen Carter, but
no.
Number 52 could mess some people up in there. Like,
those who had
2019
eyeballs.
Tyler Clark, that dude was something.
When
he was something.
Got 3-point stance.
Yep.
He came out of that thing, and it was like watching him on a machine. Just on the sled. Punch,
Yep.
rip, and dislodge with
Yep.
precision. It was glorious.
Tyler Clark is the Monty Rice of defensive linemen. Because Monty Rice ain't going to sniff this team, y'all. He ain't going to sniff the team. But he's a damn good dog, okay?
Ask other SEC teams on their all-world teams where Monty Rice would rank comparatively.
Yeah, exactly.
He beats a lot of them out.
Okay. I'm only going to suggest this just as a friendly conversation.
We're just look.
We
this
got
is between
Jordan
friends.
Davis and we got Jalen Carter. These
Done.
are our
Done
locks.
and done. Yes.
We're thinking about 3 names here. We're thinking about Trayvon Walker. We are thinking about Mykel Williams, and we're thinking about Devontae Wyatt. You know what's coming, Clint.
I do.
Do you want to run a 3-4? Do you want to populate this team with only one of those 3 names
That we just listed.
and
right there.
save a spot for later?
Let me say this. Let me say this. How about this?
I'm
How about
only
this? How about this?
asking.
How about this?
Okay.
I think you and I, in the lab, can determine what the situation, and the situation demands personnel. Personnel demands to be heard and known. And if
Listen,
you're going to go ahead
these
and
guys
not
are
make
versatile.
your defense,
They're
you telling me
they
Jalen
can
Carter
move
can't
from
go
here
ahead
to
and
there.
slide on the outside of the tackle? You gonna look me dead in the face and tell me Jalen Carter can't slide outside the tackle?
Stop now. Stop.
That Trayvon can't go ahead and go wide
Jalen
7?
Carter could be an edge rusher. Jalen Carter could be an edge rusher in the SEC.
It's terrifying. That's bona fide terrifying. Okay. Yes, let's go 3-4. Georgia,
Okay.
by the
All
way,
right.
Georgia does not run a 3-4. We know this.
No, don't. You'll get him fired up, people. Thunder and lightning. You'll get him fired up. He will get agitated.
I hate lazy people. Okay.
I'm the
Daniel.
one that has to deal with him when he gets agitated, friends. So just for my sake, if not for yours.
Why do you think the High West keeps on?
Yeah, the bottle. You just notice it just getting lower and lower in the background. Okay, so if we're running 3 up front, I have my name, Clint.
That
I
must
got
be
it.
said.
But I want this is not my name that must be said. He's later, but I want yours. I want to know your name of the 3: Trayvon Walker, Devontae Wyatt, Michael Williams. Who we put on this team, and what 2 people that are all-time Georgia players are we leaving off?
It's so hard for me because what it should be. You're not ready for this conversation.
Oh,
It should be Devontae Wyatt.
okay.
Should be. At Georgia.
Should be.
But I don't know if I can say that. Trayvon Walker is a damn good dog and was an all-world combine guy and an all-world NFL player. But his impact while at Georgia was not that of a Devontae Wyatt. I said what I said.
I will start arguing when you say something out of bounds.
Okay,
So
great.
until then, I'll just sit quietly.
Michael Williams had a different set of impact than Devontae Wyatt. They were not the same impact. They were different impact. I think the chaos made by Devontae Wyatt demands he's on this list. But I will listen to Michael Williams.
Yeah, because we're going to be running a 3-4.
Yeah.
I think we go with size here, and I think we do go with Devontae Wyatt. Now, Trayvon Walker would be an exceptional choice as well. He obviously has the size. He's got the physicality. You know, he's the number 1 overall pick. You mentioned the combine. I do think when you look at production at Georgia, Devontae Wyatt is just a little bit ahead of Trayvon Walker.
Again, Trayvon probably outshines him athletically. I'm not going to fight you on that. But man,
If Jordan Davis never existed, people would feel differently about Devontae Wyatt.
well, this is
Full stop.
that is the best
Full
way
stop.
of saying that.
Yep. The only reason you don't think of him as an old-timer is because he stood next to the guy that conducted the Redcoats and was the most likable, lovable, legendary Georgia Bulldog of all time, maybe second to Nick Chubb and Stetson Fleming Bennett IV.
Yep.
Yep. I think it's Devontae Wyatt. I think we go with those 3. I think we're leaving Michael off. I think we're leaving Trayvon Walker off. I think we're leaving Tyler Clark off. I think we're leaving Malik Herring off, Clint, who also an exceptional player in his time at Georgia. I think we're leaving Kristen Miller off, Clint. I think we're leaving Elijah Griffin, and I thought about saying his name, Clint. I thought about it. I thought about going ahead and saying Elijah Griffin's name.
You're not wrong. By the way, just really quick,
I need to see
Wyatt,
it this year.
Devontae Wyatt in 10 games for Green Bay last year had 4 sacks from defensive tackle. 14 games prior to that, he had 5 sacks. 2023, he had 5.5 sacks.
Devontae Wyatt's that dude.
He's
If
that
only there
dude,
were 2
guys.
guys that were on him early. If only. Oh, no. We left Zion Logue off this team,
Zion
Clint.
Logue!
There's a lot of names, Clint. There's a lot of names. All right, but we have saved ourselves 4 spots, and thank Jesus we did. Because you want to talk about naming names. Okay. I will say again off the jump, we've got a GOAT on the list. We have a best to ever play the position at Georgia, and it is not up for debate. It is not.
If you want to come at me with Thomas Davis, that's cute. It's
not, he played safety at Georgia, by the way, but
there it is. That's
fine.
point one.
Yeah, it's not up for debate. Roquan Smith is the greatest linebacker to ever come through Athens, and it's not particularly close. He's also currently the greatest linebacker in the NFL, and he's been in the NFL 13 daggum years.
Let that seep into your pores.
I know it's only 9 years, but just like
feels perennial.
He's an elderly gentleman. For an NFL player, he is an elderly gentleman.
I'm here to tell you right now, again, talk to me, and many of us will look back after a decade from now. Many of us will look back and say that Roquan Smith deserves to either be nostalgia removed. You could put a vote in the greatest players ever to come through Georgia. I know who I'm talking about.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
I do.
Even know.
No, I
He's not even aware, friends. He's not even aware.
Roquan Smith is so above other humans, and from the jump, from day one.
Yeah.
It's unworldly. Yes.
Yeah, there's never been a freshman from day one that Todd Gurley got injured and he came in and just absolutely dominated the SEC without ever looking back. Like, if only there were other players in Georgia history that had done
I'm sorry. Was he tasked with also setting the front and deciphering play calling?
By the way, biggest oversight of the last episode. Don't you ever say something about Nicholas Chubb again, first of all.
It took him a second.
Ever. In any case, in any setting, ever. Keep his name out of your mouth.
About the Will Smith.
First of all, Todd Gurley's name didn't get mentioned in the last episode. And that is an oversight on our part, and we take full responsibility for that.
I don't know if we do.
We do. We take full responsibility for that.
Gosh, if he actually had any cartilage between his knee,
you would love to see what would have happened.
Oh, gosh.
Can we talk about, let's move on to linebackers. Roquan Smith is one. Okay? All right. There's Nakobe Dean. There's Quay Walker.
Yep.
There's Channing Tindall.
Yep. Great.
There's Nolan Smith.
Yep.
Would you like to throw any other names into consideration because we already have to cut somebody?
Azeez Ojulari needs to be mentioned.
Thank you.
He needs to be mentioned.
And Azeez Ojulari might be the best pass rusher of everyone we've just named. Of everyone we've just named, not might be, is the best pass rusher of everyone we just named.
Okay, great. I'm going to say a name. And friends.
Mm-hmm.
Friends.
He doesn't even know what he's saying.
It's not because I'm trying to sow malcontent. I'm not not attempting. I'm just telling you that Chaz Chambliss was instrumental. I'm not saying he's going to make the cut. I would never utter that. But I'm just here to tell you that if you think it was light years away, go back and watch film. Instrumental.
I did not see that coming, friends.
I know you
I
didn't.
will tell you this. I did not see that coming. But listen, it's a great example of what Talking Dogs, it's what we want it to be all about, right? This is a community.
Yeah.
If you've been along the ride with Clint and I for all these years, which I would say many of you, most of you watching this have. You've been on this journey with us for all these years, watching Georgia football, talking about Georgia football. The whole premise behind Talking Dogs is we want to create this community where we can really interact. Because this is the part of it that Clint and I actually like the most, is interacting with you. And part of being in a real community is being able to hold each other accountable and recognize when initially the take is dead wrong, Clint. And I'm not trying to call you out. I'm trying to use this as an example of an instance where
this is a great example.
Early on, your take on Chaz Chambliss, dead wrong. My take on Chaz Chambliss, dead wrong. Had him pegged for just a guy. Just a jag of jags.
Let me tell you, he was not just a guy.
Less than a guy. In the end of his career, you're right. He was absolutely, of all the guys that we've just named, save Nolan Smith. Nobody set an edge like Chaz Chambliss. Nobody rushed the passer like Azeez Ojulari, and nobody set an edge like Chaz Chambliss.
If I was just said, hey, you have power coming to your side. You got a counter or power coming to your side.
That's
who
right.
do you want?
And Nolan Smith's off the table.
And Nolan Smith's gone. And who do you want setting the edge over there that's going to spill to the outside so Nakobe Dean and Roquan Smith can run over the top and make it? It's Chaz Chambliss.
It ain't Quay Walker, friends.
Now, if you were to ask me outside of that, setting the edge on a counter or a power, who else do you want out there? It's not going to be Chaz. I will not utter that name ever again in my life. But I'm just telling you. Okay, so I want to do that really quick, but Azeez Ojulari would be my actual name that I would invite into this conversation.
Okay, can I give you a name? Because I thought you were going to say it, and you didn't say it. Can we talk about Jalen Walker for a second? Because Jalen Walker existed last of my memory.
He's very good.
Is Azeez Ojulari still the best pass rusher on the list?
Nope.
Jalen Walker can do some things that none of the other guys on the list can do.
Not even close.
Period. Full stop.
Yep.
All right. So we're looking at Jalen Walker. We're looking at Azeez Ojulari. We're looking at Quay Walker. We're looking at Channing Tindall. We're looking at Nakobe Dean. We're also looking at Monty Rice. Just throw him in there. We're looking at Chaz Chambliss.
He's in the room. That's all I'm saying.
We need 3 of them. Give me your one non-negotiable. Roquan Smith is already in the room. Give me the one non-negotiable that you have, and then I'll give you mine, and then we will debate the third. That's how we'll do it.
Okay. My non-negotiable. Since I'm going first, I'm going to have to say, because of the people that I have, you're forcing me to make this decision. If I was to go second, I would likely have a different name. Yeah, I want to go second.
Let me go first.
I want to go second. Yeah, you go first. You're non-negotiable on this list.
Non-negotiable, Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean's a non-negotiable.
Well, shit.
The fact that Nakobe Dean was drafted in the 2nd round.
Yes.
Nakobe Dean's the best player on this list, friends. He's the best player on this list, all things considered.
Yes.
Period. The fact that Quay Walker was drafted ahead of Nakobe Dean, I love Quay Walker. Had a great career.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean's the guy.
Yeah.
You give me Roquan Smith and Nakobe Dean standing side by side. I will give you any other 2 linebackers, listen to me closely, in the history of college football for any team. For any team.
Well, Ray Lewis played for Miami.
I'll take my 2, and you take any other 2. I'll be fine.
We're fine.
I'm just telling you, I'll be fine. We're fine. Okay.
My non-negotiable.
So now you get one non-negotiable. Yeah.
It's the future head coach of the Georgia Bulldogs in a decade, and that's Nolan Smith.
Hines Ward?
Daniel.
Sorry. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
If Hines was a coach, we would have more 5-star wide receivers. We're not explosive enough.
Second most wide receivers drafted in the last 10 years. Like, we just can't.
In a decade, we've had the second most wide receivers drafted.
Look at what's happening.
In the last 5 years, we have the 3rd most explosive plays of any team.
I can't help you.
No.
You won't help you, is the thing. Like, I don't.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, the future
Nolan
head
Smith.
coach of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Nolan
Smith
is my non-negotiable. Here's why.
Yeah.
He could do. when he was double teamed and triple teamed, the Chaz Chambliss conversation was good at setting an edge, but there wasn't a threat on the other side. Adam Anderson, as well as Aziz, didn't have what we thought they were going to do because of career at UGA. But Nolan Smith was absolutely a focal point of attack, especially when he was kind of the last man standing on the front seven, if you will.
Yeah.
But he powered through. He was able to make disruptive, chaotic plays. That's the year Kirby came out with the chaos, play definition of chaos.
That was the word of the year. That was the word of the year.
Because of Nolan Smith. He was the embodiment of chaos.
Because he took left tackles and he placed them 5 yards deep in the backfield. Like he just said, you will now stand here.
Correct.
And everything else will transpire as normal.
Nolan Smith was kind of like a shutdown corner, but for edge defender. Like a shutdown corner you just don't hear from because they're shutting people down. He shut down and made chaos all over the place in such a disruptive fashion. Teams ran away from him, double teamed him, tried to scheme against him, and it allowed other people to have success. So that's my okay. So now we are charged with finding.
Now we gotta go with the we gotta find a third.
We gotta find that other outside backer.
I have it. I have it. I have it. So do you want me to give you my name and you try to talk me out of it, or do you want to give me a name and we'll go from there?
How about we, on the count of 3, say our name at the same time?
I love it. Drama.
Okay.
Building suspense. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Quay Walker.
Jalen Walker. We both went with a Walker.
Okay.
All right.
It's Jalen for you because of the edge presence.
Let me say it's Jalen for me because we're building a team here, Clint.
Yep.
We're building a team. Yep. Who did we go with? Did we go with Michael Williams when we went with a defensive lineman? We did not. What about who we replaced him with? Nolan Smith. Is he an elite pass rusher? He is not.
He is not.
He is not. What about Nakobe Dean on an A-gap blitz? He can get the job done. He can. Okay. If you rush the passer with Roquan Smith, I'll just tell you, you're wasting Roquan Smith.
Why are you doing that?
That's just not what you do.
That's back there like a lion waiting for the prey to be sneaking out of the back somewhere, and he will go hunt it down.
Would you just quit trying to micromanage Roquan Smith for 1 second? Just let the man do what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Just let him do what he's going to do. For me, it's Jalen Walker because he brings an element of athleticism and burst. Is Quay Walker more instinctual than Jalen Walker? Yeah, he probably is. Is he a better tackler than Jalen Walker? Yeah, he probably is. Does he cover the field better because he kind of is able to read the play and diagnose what's happening? Yeah, he probably does. Guess who I have already? I've got Nakobe Dean and Roquan Smith. Okay? What I'm saying to Jalen Walker is, hey, Jalen, pin thine ears back and run as fast as you can towards the quarterback. And what I'm telling you is we're only going to be able to throw quick screens against this team because when Jalen Walker has full command, like full clearance to rush the passer, that's all you have time to get off. And once we get to corners in the next segment, I will tell you why quick screens are not going to work against this Georgia defense. That's why I'm going with Jalen Walker.
Let me tell you this right now. Let me take the drama out of this. You've won me over. Daniel, you wax so poetically about him.
Wow.
You've won me over. Of those who we've mentioned already, the highest grade coming out of this.
Yeah.
You're not going to be shocked by this. Roquan Smith finished his career as an 81 graded out linebacker. Now, that's not like a B-. No. What I'm trying to tell you is like it's the most elite linebacker to ever have played.
First of all, it's insulting. I don't know what the scale is, but unless it's 82, it's insulting. 1 to 82.
The second one, Jalen Walker, 75. 6 points behind the greatest to ever do it is Jalen Walker. Yep. The pass rush is incredible. Watch Texas film. He was electric coming off that.
The speed.
Absolutely. The speed.
Jalen Walker. These. Okay, wait. Let me just say this. N'Kobe Dean is now the second fastest linebacker on this team.
And
That's the team we're working with.
is terrifying.
That's the team we're working with.
It's terrifying. All right, you got me on that. That is the front seven is already.
You and I and 3 listeners could line up on the back end, and we would be just fine.
Daniel and I could play corner. Okay?
That is correct.
We would start out with an open gate. Our hips would already be turned to the end zone, and we'd be just fine. Okay. Let's talk about
all
something.
right. We need 5 defensive backs. That's what's going to give us our team. And
2 corners, 2 safeties, star position.
Yeah. So the star position we can treat kind of as a flex position. Do we want to put a corner in there? Do we want to put a safety in there? We can make our decisions. I'll let you tell me. Where do you want to start this conversation?
I want to start at corners.
Because
is where I want to start.
Okay. Fantastic.
I want to go straight to the jugular.
Go straight to the jugular. Let's start listing some names. Shall we?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Eric Stokes played corner.
Eric Stokes.
Tyson Campbell played corner for Georgia.
The greatest single picturesque play in the history of UGA football. Keely Ringo.
Keely Ringo, forever in our hearts.
Just for that play.
I will literally never forget you, Keely Ringo.
I mean, Daniel and I will be in dementia wards in America somewhere, and
Probably
they'll come over
relatively
and
soon.
talk to real soon. Actually, you know what I just realized? You and I in a ward together. When that time comes, we should
Lord God,
proposition where we have literally no other memories, and no one's visiting.
These
us.
will be the only memories that we have.
It'll just be you and I looking out a window, arguing about this in perpetuity.
Yeah, correct. How about probably the second most impactful play in Georgia playoff football history?
I'm guessing you're taking a positive impact.
It's a trigger warning for Ryan Day, friends, on the podcast here, because Javon Bullard has entered the chat.
You're putting him at corner, are you? You're not putting him over at star. You're going to do that swing vote.
I'm
with
just
the star?
saying he's over. He's in the conversation. Javon Bullard, he can play. He can play wherever he wants.
Absolutely in the conversation.
He's in the conversation.
Yep.
To me, I'll just say, Clint, I don't know how many corners we want. I think the safeties are locked up tight.
Malachi?
Yes.
Javon?
Nope. Even if we go with 2 safeties, it ain't Javon Bullard, friends.
Okay, so he's in that conversational piece. So you're going Christopher Smith.
No, you're forgetting. I'm going Lewis Seen. I'm going Lewis Seen. Please do not.
Richard LeCount.
Damn good dog. Love you. In
Love
the
you.
conversation, never going to be considered. Never even a little bit as good as Lewis Seen. I mean, to compare Richard LeCount, the football player, to Lewis Seen, the football player, is laughable.
It is.
Full stop laughable.
I agree. It's true.
Malachi Starks and Lewis Seen. Talk to me at the end of this season. And
Because
see if I have updated my list.
one of them going bye-bye.
See if I have updated my list. But to me, the safeties are locked. So now, to me, we have Javon Bullard is still fighting for that star role.
Sure.
But we have still not said the name that to me is the name that I will put on this team, and I will not hear any objections.
I need to know this name because to me, you said the safeties are locked up. The safeties are not as locked up as the corners in my mind.
Okay. I agree. I think there's some debate at the corners.
No, to me, there's no debate.
Oh, there's no debate.
To me, the two corners are without debate.
Give me your two names, and then I will make my case.
DeAndre Baker.
Yeah, we didn't even say DeAndre Baker yet. Thank you. Okay.
Is the single most shut down corner in Kirby Smart era. I'm not making that up. He is graded higher than Roquan Smith was at his time at UGA. He was
it's a
literally
1-82 scale. So
he was literally the most productive corner to ever play for 10 years at Georgia.
3-star. 3-star recruit. If you are paying actual dollars, this is a serious conversation. For those of you subscribed to the Talking Dogs newsletter, if you are paying dollars to have recruiting gurus tell you who's good and who's not, I beseech you,
Second time
think
you've
of
been
DeAndre
beseeched.
Baker. Think of DeAndre Baker.
Jordan Smith, DeAndre Baker,
Yeah.
Stetson
All right.
Bennett, Kenny McIntosh.
Yeah.
The list could go on and on and on for days.
Okay, so DeAndre Baker is your number one corner. I don't hate it. Now you have put yourself in a position here.
I have not.
Okay, all right, speak.
It's the second most shut down corner in 10 years under Kirby Smart is Eric Stokes.
Okay,
And
that was the correct name, ahead of Tyson Campbell. Ahead of Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell is doing exceptional things in the NFL, and we're very happy for him.
We are, and he was great at Georgia also.
He was. Eric Stokes was, if not for, one DeAndre Baker. And I you're talking about Mount Rushmore of corners that we've had.
Yeah.
These two are on the top 4 list.
True.
I said what I said.
We do not have a GOAT in this category. Just so we're clear.
No.
We do not have a GOAT in this category.
Not even close. Okay.
Not even close.
No.
No.
But they're
But
two of the 4
you're
ever
saying
to
they're
play
two of the 4.
the position. Eric Stokes is my number 2, and those two together constitute the most like just ironclad of this defense.
All right. Which one of them do you want to play star? Because here's what I'm going to tell you, Clint. Here's what I'm going to tell you. No, listen. And I think once I say it, you'll agree.
Okay.
There's talent.
And then production. Okay.
There's physical gifting.
Great.
And then there is a thing that I like to call having that dog.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think I do.
Okay. You'll understand in a second. Kamari Lassiter is going to be on this team. Kamari Lassiter won't be put in a tryout with someone that he won't beat out. Ask the Houston Texans roster what happens when Kamari Lassiter shows up in camp. Ask him what happens. You take Eric Stokes and DeAndre Baker and you put them next to Kamari Lassiter and you ask Kirby Smart to pick 2 corners. Let me tell you who one of those corners is going to be. Kamari Lassiter is the guy that is as close to an eraser at corner as any other. And I don't mean an island. I don't mean like Revis Island. I don't mean a shutdown corner. I mean, let someone catch the ball near Kamari Lassiter and let him see. let him see what's going to happen.
Tunnel screen, bubble screen, RPO, anything that the ball is within 2
quick
to
out
3.
there. Let me tell you this. If Kamari Lassiter played on every team on Georgia's schedule last year, Zachariah Branch would have 92 receiving yards on the season. 92 receiving yards.
That's why
on the
screens are the
entire
worst.
season. Kamari Lassiter is on my team. So, he's taking that third spot. I don't like Javon Bullard, exceptional play, great player.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love Eric Stokes. I love DeAndre Baker. Those are the two. Tyson Campbell, great player. I don't think he makes the cut. But to me, Tyson Campbell is being booted off this team for a guy like Kamari Lassiter because just like I said with Jalen Walker, Kamari Lassiter brings something that none of the other corners bring. And that is a desire to hurt you.
Yeah,
like a deep desire to wound you on a physical level.
On a personal level.
On a personal... on an absolute... Like, it... To him, it is the only thing that matters. Like, it is what he's going for.
Correct.
So, Kamari Lassiter is my favorite, I think, Georgia corner to watch. This is probably for another time, but this is why a conversation about Kamari Lassiter. I've just asked you, just take 2 seconds and remember Kamari Lassiter. By the way, Dalen Everett could have been in this conversation as well.
Could have been.
Dalen Everett, absolutely fantastic corner. I know it's recent, but fantastic corner. This conversation is why I know you're a guy, and I'm not trying to step on any toes. This conversation about Kamari Lassiter is why I like DeMello Jones so much. Because to me, DeMello Jones is the closest thing to Kamari Lassiter that we've had since Kamari Lassiter. Am I crazy for thinking that?
You know what? I realized something about this conversation. You and I normally in lockstep on a lot of takes, UGA.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive line, linebackers.
Sure.
The type of offensive line we want. Stetson Fleming Bennett being the greatest college football quarterback ever. Like Kirby Smart, Mike Bobo, recruiting. Cornerback is where you and I deviate the most in life on UGA.
You're not on my Kamari Lassiter take.
I like Kamari Lassiter. I'm fine. What you said, I hear you. But I think defensive back.
He'd be my first corner on this team.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
He'd be the first corner on this team. We can cover people later. What we have to do is get them on the ground. That's what we got to do right now. You understand?
See, I want my linebackers Roquan Smith. I want my DBs DeAndre Baker. Daniel would like Roquan Smiths all over the field.
Yeah. Yeah. And I apologize to no one for that.
No, you shouldn't. That team right there. Again, any offense. Yeah. You choose the offense.
You choose the offense. I beg you. Put a dream team together if you want to. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let Herschel carry it 40 times.
Sure.
I don't care.
Sure.
Student body left. Fine. We'll be fine.
There are so many ice packs being given out after the first quarter.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
Where guys just are doing one of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're coming out.
Top of the helmet. Coach, I'm out, Coach.
We're coming out. All right. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. It's been so fun. Listen, we mentioned it before. It's all about the community. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on this team. Who would you put at each of these positions? What do we miss? What do we get right? All of those things are helpful for us. Make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter if you're not already. That's where you can get all of Clint and I's takes every single week delivered straight to your inbox. And we'll see you guys next time here on the Talking Dogs. See ya.